Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video, armed in a gun-free zone. So I came across this article that put a smile on my face. It was about a fatal shooting that happened at a mall in Omaha, Nebraska. But what's interesting was that the mall is a gun-free zone, but there was a father there who carried in the mall anyway. His name is Scott Tafoya. And he was with his family. He was trying on a suit in preparation for his son's baptism. When it said in the article, which I will include the link for the article in the description box, it said he heard a bunch of commotion, people running. They were in the second level, and he said someone told him there's a shooter. There's a shooting going on downstairs. It turned out to be a gang shooting, so it wasn't a random event, but taking that chance is pretty risky. With thinking that, is it a random shooting? Is it someone being targeted, or, what have you? But, he was carrying. He said in an article that he would only bring it out in a life or death situation, which this was. And he said he'll worry about the legal ramifications later. He said, basically he has a family to protect. Law be damned, that son be damned. He's going to do his job as a man. And so he ushered his family, along with other mall officials. They ushered the people into the bathroom to stay safe. And another thing he did was he said that he was concerned about anyone coming. If it was a random shooting, he was concerned about anyone coming up the escalator to the floor that they were on to potentially hurt more people. So he waited by the escalator just to make sure that no one who was violent was going to come up and cause more harm. So he took a post. He's standing his ground. And it turns out, later found out it was a gang shooting. When the police arrived on the scene, he emptied his gun. He took he unloaded it and put it on the floor in front of him. He put his hands up, and when the police were interviewed, they said that they weren't going to charge him with carrying a concealed weapon in a gun-free zone because of the nature of the situation, which to me that's the right call to make. That's a good thing. Why punish a guy who, albeit, yeah, he broke the law, but look what was going on at the time. He couldn't fit. You don't know if you didn't know if it was going to be a gang shooting or if it was another random attacker just taking his frustration out on other people. He didn't know any of that. All he knew that there was an act of violence being carried out in the same area he was in. He had loved ones with him. He had other people with him, and he was armed. And so he said he wasn't going to worry about the legal ramifications later. He had a job to do. And I got to commend the guy. Hey Scott, you're a stand-up guy to me from just reading that article. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's good to see people. And it's not so much taking the law into your own hands, but you're making a judgment call that is sound and is within reason. And you got to think, hey, these bad guys they're not going to play by the rules. So why hold these rules over good people? So and basically everyone has a decision to make on their own. We all have to figure out whether we're going to go to certain places, whether it's worth the risk of not being armed, or whether we're going to risk it and be armed. Could we go somewhere else that may offer the same service or what have you? We all have a decision to make. And I think when you have loved ones who depend upon you for their safety and their security, it dramatically changes things and changes your outlook on certain rules, and certain regulations, certain ordinances, things like that. So I would say, Scott Tafoya, you did a good job. You protected your family, you protected other people, and you didn't have to shoot anybody. So that's always also a plus. But like I said, it was this article that I read that put a smile on my face. I was happy to read it. I wanted to share my thoughts on it. Please, what do you think? Do you think he was in the wrong for carrying in a gun-free zone, or do you think he made the right call in taking that risk? Because when you carry it, you're taking a risk. No matter what you do, it's all about whether can you mitigate the damage from taking the risk. Can you move the odds more in your favor to lessen any harmful effects, not just towards you, but towards your loved ones and towards other people. It's an interesting story. I'm happy to come across it. But that's my video. Please share your thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, just go to my YouTube homepage. Look for the Give Up That Cheese button. Take you to PayPal, and you can donate any amount you would like. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I'm still going to address them. But that's my video. Being armed in a gun-free zone. I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care. Be safe. Stay strapped. And God bless.